This is Season 1, Episode 8 of the Caveman Trader, and I'm going to talk about Netflix here. Ticker symbol NFLX. Everybody knows about Netflix. I'm just drawing in these support and resistance lines just to illustrate what I'm trying to talk about. This is the original breakout point. You can see how price didn't stay there for very long. We're talking 3 months and it broke out again. And since sort of June 2020, we've been in this sideways action. So a consolidation phase. Now let me go down to the weekly. You can see the consolidation is more clear now. And what do we see, guys? We see this. You know, this is what I mean by consolidation. It could come back down here again, right? I don't know what's going to happen. But I'm just trying to explain it. The one thing I wanted to draw your attention to is this. Let me go down to the daily. You see this volume spike here and the price here. This was the earnings report, and it gapped up very significantly on earnings, tried to take out the high, but unfortunately it failed and retraced. But the fact that the institutions were trying to push this higher and it got very close to breaking out again, got it on my radar, so I've been watching Netflix now. I did own it recently. I've just got out just because, as I've said in a previous video, I'm just a bit nervous about the overall markets because they just keep going higher and higher and they're due a retracement. So I'm a little bit nervous about some of these bigger stocks. But what I'm trying to highlight is the professionals did try and break it. They pulled it down. I don't know if this is just to take out the weak investors or whether or not the move is going to continue down. So this line here, it's about $450. That is a really strong area for a buy if price happened to go down to that level. But it might not do. So what I'm trying to do is get this on your radar because you can see the professionals tried to break it here. That's the first major attempt on volume, big volume. And if you look at the volume down here, that's indicating no one's selling this stock because the volume's very low. No one's selling it. They're just waiting. People just buying. If you start seeing price rise on volume, that's a good sign. So potentially, what could you do? You could take the trade when the market's open, hold it and see if it breaks out. My personal preference would be to wait for it to see if you can get a trade down here at 450 level, and then that's a very strong support. So your risk is much lower than it would be up here. But it's a bigger stock, guys, so it could just break out any moment. And it's the big thing, isn't it? Streaming now with everybody working from home. So keep your eye on Netflix. It's certainly showing signs that it wants to break out. In terms of financials, we can see that each quarter the revenue's pretty good. Consistent growth: 27%, 24%, 22%. 21%. So Netflix looks nice and stable. It is one of those guys that's slow. It's a behemoth now. Everyone's talking about it, but it is a slow mover. So it's one of those that you can get into your portfolio potentially and just hold and wait. It's not really for fast money because there's a lot of institutions involved in this one. They're going to want this to go higher because of all the pension funds. So I just thought I'd get this onto your wish list or watch list. So Netflix could be about to break out, guys. Let me just zoom right back out again just to make it a little bit clearer. There's your resistance. Try to take it out once, twice. This is the actual break. That's the third time. So it is strong, and they did have all this institutional buying on the earnings report. So keep your eye on Netflix. It's an interesting one and less volatile and safer to trade. Good luck. I'll speak to you soon.